what is your answer when somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, here's what happened. What's my case worth?"
Yeah,
'Cause I'm sure you get it all the time.
so that happens often, and it's a fair question. I mean, I understand why people ask me, initially, hey, what's my case worth? And like we talked about yesterday, Pete, my answer is always the same. And people, prospective clients, and usually they become a client, always look at me a little bit strange when I answer the question, because my answer is, if I do give you an answer, don't hire me.
Right.
Because at the initial stage and at the initial meeting, I don't know what the value of the case is. Usually at that point in time, we haven't looked at the medical records, which is a requirement in these cases. We have to get all of the pertinent medical records, evaluate them, analyze them. I don't know many times at the initial phase if the client is going to be able to return to work or not. So we don't know the full value of loss of income, damages, that could be applicable in a case. We don't know if that person is going to require future medical treatment, future surgeries. So there's a lot of unknowns when it comes to what's the value of the case at the initial meeting. So
Right.
when I tell people that, don't hire me, sometimes they're like, well, what are you talking about? They think I'm a little bit nutty, which maybe I am, but um, you know, but it's the truth. I don't know at the initial phase. I don't know early on what the value of somebody's case is. So,
And
but again,
there's too many factors that go into this that you can't put it in a calculator.
there's too many unknowns at the early phase, and
Right.
and when folks ask me that, again, it's a fair question. It's not an unfair question. I understand why they're asking, but the reality is we just don't know early on. We don't, and sometimes we don't even know if it is a case, at the initial meeting. So,
Right.
but again, I understand the question, and it's certainly a fair question.